working as the veterinarian for Highland?
I think it's been about 2 years since they actually opened, and then officially since the therapy center opened last year. The benefits of having all those modalities, I think, especially for the thoroughbred, are to kind of speed up healing time while keeping them in shape. So not putting too much undue stress on their joints, tendons, and ligaments, or whatever the injury is, to get them back into their job as quick as they can. Everyone does a really good job here of checking their legs and watching them jog and trying to pick up on things before they become a big problem. And then with all those therapy modalities, we can kind of treat those preemptively to prevent something bigger from happening. So I think that's having a good team that knows what they're looking for every day to kind of catch the little things that could become bigger problems. I only know of one other facility similar to this, which would be WinStar. But to my knowledge, this one is WinStar for that kind of whole from weanling to racing timeline. In addition to these therapy modalities, there's not very many of them in the country. It's a really new facility, so I think there's a lot of potential here that people don't know about it yet here in Texas. But I think it could be a great place for people to send their horses.
See, the therapy center's actually only been open, I think, about a year, right? So were you involved? Were they asking you, "Hey, Doc, what should we get? What do we need?" and all that?
Yeah, I was pretty involved with Jeff when they were talking about what things would be useful and what injuries they would be useful for, and pretty involved as far as what kind of modalities they should get. But I know that Jeff did a lot of research with other therapy centers also, and talked to a lot of people that have been doing this for a long time to get their opinion too on what are the best resources to have.
Did it ever come up? Did they say, you suggest something, they say, "Oh no, that's too expensive"?
No. There's a lot of therapy centers out there, but there's not a lot of therapy centers in addition to a full functioning track with a trainer there. So I think that's what makes it unique, is that you can, they can have their layoff period, they can have these therapy modalities while they're in their layoff period to kind of keep them physically and cardiovascularly fit, and then they can go right into training on the track and get them ready to go to the racetrack. I think that they're trying to be on the cutting edge of the kind of equine thoroughbred rehabilitation, and that's maybe why there's only a few of these facilities like this. And everyone's pretty dedicated to each individual horse, trying to do the best that they can for each individual horse on their own, for the owner